Welcome everybody to Shacy Tarot. Thank you for being here. For those of you brand new, welcome to our channel. We hope that you become a part of our Shacy spiritual family and smash a like button, hit subscribe. I'd love you to be here, as well as joining my Facebook page or Instagram, whichever you prefer. I'm mostly on Facebook, but let's go ahead and get the divine feminine messages for what's going on for this weekend here. Let's see what's happening. What are the messages we need to know from the divine feminine? I'm going to start out with the Flaming Roses Confessions, so let's check out the energies. We're going to do pick a card, but you are meant to hear all three messages, okay? So the first one you choose is your strongest message, your second, and your third. And keep in mind, it's not going to resonate for everybody, and if it doesn't resonate now, it may resonate a couple days, couple weeks, couple months. That's how tarot works. It's a tool so that you can kind of guide you in the right direction. So if it kind of resonates for you, it may be your story, or again, it could be in the future, right? If that happens for you, I'd love you to check back and let me know. Write comments. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you, okay? Regardless, leave me comments. Let me know if this resonates for you now. Fantastic. Let's get started. If it does, down in the comment section, for those of you that are brand new, there will be a link provided there for you to dig deeper with me. I will be digging into the month of May, okay? And I will be pulling the tarot sexual magic, getting the intimate messages from the divine feminine, etc., etc. So if this resonates for you, you may want to take advantage of that, okay? It's a lot less expensive than a personal reading, but if this resonates for you, that may be all you wish to check out. It's usually another 15, 20, 25 minutes, depending on how much I need to dig. I just did the divine masculine. I believe that was 33 minutes, so check that out if you want to check the divine masculine as well as, you know, your other zodiac placements if you know what they are, okay? Let's start digging. All right. For those of you returning, thank you so incredibly much for continuing to support our channel. Our girls, my girls and I appreciate it very much. Let's get started. I know we're all anxious. First message from the divine feminine. I want to reach out, but I'm scared of what you might say. So, you know, they're really afraid to reach out right now. They're worried about what you might say. It's kind of like, you know, sometimes it's better not knowing. Somebody's wondering, you know, they're wondering how you feel. What would you say if they did reach out, you know? Next message. You deserve to be loved. You are very special. So they definitely want you to know that you deserve to be loved and you're very special to them. But they are afraid to reach out because they're scared of what you might be thinking or what you might say. Or is it like even worth reaching out for? You know, it's kind of like whatever went wrong between the two of you, they're wondering if it would get any better. They're just not sure where you're at, right? You are all I ever need to complete me. So, you know, they want you to know that you're all they need. They don't need a bunch of fancy things. They just needed you. They didn't expect the world. They just needed you. Okay. All right, let's start digging. So I'm going to use the Neo Rider deck. This is the beautiful deck that Usagi donated to the channel. So that was so awesome of Usagi to do that. Forever grateful. I absolutely love them. So let's see what's going on for the divine feminine. Please, angels and spirits, what are the messages for the month of April 2021? What are the messages that we need to be aware of for the month of April 2021 from the divine feminine? What's going on? All right, Seven of Cups. We have decisions, choices, possibly confusion. Okay, wow, Three of Cups here. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So there's going to be some decisions and choices to make here, I feel. They're trying to figure out, you know, they could be kind of just celebrating over the Easter holidays or trying to make different choices and being with friends right now, kind of a support system as well. They could be checking up on you here, wondering what you're up to here. Let's see, Page of Swords. Okay, they're kind of feeling left out in the cold by you here, kind of wondering what's going on. Whoever you're dealing with, remember, this can be anybody who's a, you know, the divine feminine to you, right? It could be a sister, a mother, a love interest, an ex, a crush. So just remember, it's going to be different for all of you. Whoever's coming to your mind, right? Obviously, that's who you're watching for. So, you know, the Page of Swords can be somebody spying. Yes, it can be, but it can also be a new contract. Could be a celebration here in the near future here. Let's keep going. Why is this here? Why is that? Okay. All right. So there's going to be some decisions and choices to make here. Possibly a celebration here. Communication coming in towards you. Remember, this can go vice versa. This could be you reaching out. But this is like, you know, I'm going to speak my truth here. There's a lot of confusion. I have a lot of choices and decisions to make here. I want to communicate to you. There could be travel involved here for some of you here. This person's been very slow. Yeah. They want to communicate here, I feel, or vice versa. It's kind of like, I'm looking for the truth. I'm going to speak my truth. I feel there's communication coming here. It could be somebody with kind of like a younger attitude, a younger personality here. Somebody who has air, earth in their chart, possibly fire. Again, it could be anybody here. Oh, they have a lot of fears, though, when they communicate. Again, I feel like it's somebody scared to reach out here. They could be staying awake a lot at night, worrying, stressing, wondering what's going on. A lot of anxiety. They could be checking up on you, wondering what the heck's going on. Waiting for communication, possibly here. They may fear that you have other options here that you're looking at, that there's somebody else here as well. The Seven of Cups can represent, you know, I have a lot of confusion. What's going on here? I'm seeking the truth here. I feel left out in the cold. I want some communication. What's happening? Why are you so slow? And then they kind of want to reach out, but they're worried about what you might say. Is there somebody else? Or let's see. Yeah, they're kind of like, I put a lot of effort into this. Should I continue to put effort in here? Because there's no communication. I feel there's no communication here at all. And you know, they want you to know that you're all they ever needed. They don't expect a lot, like, you know, they don't expect to be rich. They don't expect to have everything in the world. And they also want you to know that you deserve to have love and to be loved here, and that you're very special to them. And wow. It's about making a decision. So yeah, they're really worrying a lot, mostly, you know, when they're alone. It's like I've put in a lot of effort and I'm trying to make a decision here of whether to continue doing so. Should I reach out and find out whether or not it's worth continuing to do so? I want communication. It's kind of like, you know, what's going on here. You know, this is also the arrows of passion, the arrows of love, wanting to communicate here. Possible air travel for some of you here. Okay, wow, Knight of Swords. I feel like somebody's frantically trying to make a decision here, staying awake at night here, kind of almost panicking. Should I or shouldn't I reach out here? Scared of what might be said if they do. Regretting, you know, maybe feeling a little bit guilty in some respects, kind of like wondering. Definitely a lot of anxiety here. You're checking, you may be checking on each other, wanting to apologize or kind of smooth things over, find out what's going on, wanting that communication here. Going really slow to staying up at night to, you know, should I put the effort into wanting to rush in? It's kind of like, yeah, I feel somebody's panicking here. They want to reach out, but they're scared of what you might say. So it's kind of like, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I, is kind of what I'm getting the feeling of. Wanting to reach out here. It's a very sweet, kind of innocent kind of energy here, you know, being really worried and concerned. The devil's involved here. Could be a Capricorn. But it can also represent that I have a lot of passion for you. I feel chained to you. You're my person. Okay, yeah. They've been juggling. Or vice versa, right? Somebody's also had, I feel here, some responsibilities, some decisions to make. So again, I feel it's mostly about making that decision. Lovers card here. Divine union. Definitely divine union here. It's like I feel chained to you. You're my person. You're my divine counterpart. I can't just kind of let this go. So somebody that feels energetically, you know, stuck to you. I can't let you go here. No. So it's kind of like, should I, shouldn't I reach out? Should I, shouldn't I? So it's a level of, okay, go slow. No, I need to go because, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, it's almost like a panicked energy. Yeah, I'm in limbo. But it's also looking at different perspectives to see your perspective, to see their perspective, so that you can put it into perspective. Hope I'm not confusing anybody, but you understand what I'm saying. Because you've left each other kind of hanging here. Wow. There's an attraction there. Very deep attraction. Highly sexual too. Could be really good. I'm just saying. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Yeah, but it's kind of like, yeah, I have this hot attraction to you, but you need to come to me correct. Tell me what's going on here. The Queen of Swords has been hurt before, you know. The Queen of Swords has been through a lot here. And so I feel like your person has their sword up. They're just kind of in self-protect mode. Now, sometimes this can represent, not for all of you, but a divorcee as well. But the Queen of Swords is somebody that wants honesty, you know. They just want honesty. They want the truth here. This is somebody that's very intellectual. They think a lot. They've been through a lot. They have a lot of maturity behind them because they've lived through a lot. This is somebody who's lived through a lot. And they also have looked at every perspective again, figuring out a situation here. Okay, let's go ahead and get a couple of the Divine Feminine messages here for April 2021. What are the messages from the Divine Feminine here? We need to be made aware of what's going on. Leave me comments. Let me know if this is resonating for you here. I feel like communication's going to come in, and it's going to be rather blunt. Blunt, exciting at the same time. It's like heated. I feel heat coming off of here. It's kind of like there's a sweetness, a gentleness, but also heat and honesty, bluntness here. I've considered changing everything for you. Wow. See, there's a deep connection here. There's a hot attraction here. It's deep. It's also divinely connected here. And it's kind of like, again, should I or shouldn't I? Somebody's like, they're willing to change everything for you. They're willing to change everything for you. If need be, you know, they're willing to kind of, again, not just their perspective, but your perspective. They're willing to work it out. They're willing to go through these decisions with you. But there needs to be that communication. How can you hash anything out if there's no communication, if there's panic or there's no discussions? But I feel it's coming, because definitely we've got the Page of Swords, we've got the Page of Cups. So communication's coming. I feel, albeit slow in the past, it's coming now quicker in the future. It's just we're trying to figure out how here. We're looking at all perspectives. We're thinking about these decisions here so that we can have a discussion about them, I feel, and open up honest communication about this discussion. How should I approach them? You know, I'm scared to reach out of what you might say, but at the same time, this is keeping me up at night. It's like, I can't sleep until I do this. I can't sleep until we discuss this, until we figure this out. Let's talk about this together here. Let's talk about this honestly here. There's going to be an honest, kind of almost blunt, exciting, maybe ending up in a lot of passion communication here, which isn't all bad. Yeah, hello. Okay. What's going on, the Divine Feminine? Hello. What's going on for the Divine Feminine? What do we need to know? Ooh, you're my muse. I'm inspired by you. You make me feel alive and energized. Need I say more? You make each other feel alive and energized. You give each other that spark, that fire. Okay, so I feel like it could go hot, it could go cold, and it could go right back to hot again. So be careful with that energy. Ooh la la, it's looking pretty heated all so far, people. So just watch that, because sometimes that can, you know, yeah, just saying. Okay. But, you know, things always start off really hot, and it's kind of like they'll settle once you go through these decisions. I just feel like a lot needs to be said that hasn't been said here, because somebody's been scared to reach out here, okay? So next message. I've tried to walk away completely so many times now. Something always brings me back to you. Yeah, hello, because there is a divine connection here. It's undeniable. There's a lot of passion, heat, and chemistry. That's not something you can just easily throw away, is it? Even if you've tried many times. Spirit is saying, no, there's a reason. It's because we're trying to bring two people together. This is a divine connection. You need to make a heart over head decision in this case, okay? That doesn't happen every day, right? No, it certainly doesn't. Thank you for inspiring me to heal and grow. I've changed so much because of you. So I feel like you've really influenced them to change and to grow, perhaps influenced each other here. I feel like, again, divine union here. It's yin to yang. It's like there's that connection. You help each other. It's you grow, you experience, and that's not something you can let go quite, that easily, obviously. I mean, as soon as I said that there was this connection there, it's like, something always brings me back to you. I can't just let you go here. So for sure. Next message. I want you to know that I'll always be here for you. Okay. So it's like, I'll always be here for you, but again, it's that connection that keeps bringing you back to one another. I'm impressed with who you've become and what you have built. Wow, very nice. Very nice messages. Okay, we're not done. So stay tuned, because we're also going to pull the Island Time Wellness for April, the Kipper deck. We're going to find out who or what is affecting your connection. In the extended, I'm going to pull the Leonormand deck. This is not tarot, but it definitely digs deep. I'm going to get the angel guidance messages as well, see what the advice and guidance messages are. In the extended, I'm also going to pull and ask Spirit some questions about who you're dealing with here as well. Okay, see what's going on. We're going to ask questions about the divine feminine, like, what's affecting the relationship, what are the blockages, what are the hidden messages possibly that you don't know about, etc. We're also going to pull the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I think I said that already, but I can't remember. I apologize if I did. The Twin Flame Oracle as well. If this is a twin flame union coming together here with the lovers, I'm feeling it definitely could be for many of you here. And there are a lot of twin flame and soulmate energies going on here. A lot of twin flames going on here. And they're so, so difficult. But that, again, is about those lessons that we learn and grow from each other. You heal, you grow, you learn from each other in twin flame unions. That's what it's all about. So anyhow, let's carry on. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Ooh, I like it. See? So yeah, it's kind of like you've got that connection and you want to be able to enjoy one another. So expect some kind of communication here. I feel in the near future. This looks beautiful. Although, it's kind of stressful, it's also exciting, exhilarating, and you've lit that spark in each other here. And it's kind of like you can't let it go. You make each other feel alive here. You give each other that, very big spark. Okay. And that doesn't come along every day, where you have that magnetic, powerful connection. It's kind of like, do you really want to let that go? Do you? Let me know in the comments section. Do you really want to let that go? Now, sometimes it can become unhealthy. That's why I said you have to be careful, right? It's about, that's why, again, the first card out is the strongest, Seven of Cups. This is about, confusion. Like, there's so many things to think about that we allow ourselves to kind of become overwhelmed with these decisions here. But I feel like Spirit saying, if you connect with each other, you can hash these things out together. But if there's no communication, you never will. And it's about looking at each other's perspective again, in order to work through those things. I've considered changing everything for you. Well, you don't necessarily have to change everything for somebody. If you're talking about it, if you look at each other's viewpoints and you talk about it, but if there's no discussion, no communication, well, that's just never going to happen. That's just stupid, right? You need to talk about things. And if there's no communication, that'll never happen. So you have to not be scared to reach out, not be scared to say what you want to say. That's not a good way to start a relationship. Mask, not showing true feelings. See? Hiding personality, pretending, delude, gaslighting. That's just unhealthy as hell. Just saying. Sorry, but that's very unhealthy. So whoever's not communicating, whoever is putting a mask on, whoever is not showing their true feelings, well, then you're going to continue, I guess, to be left out in the cold here, because you can't have a successful relationship built on lack of communication, lack of honesty, whatever, pretending and being scared. You can't. You will never resolve anything that way. Okay, anyways, pep talk over. That's just what I'm saying. That's what I had to say that. So that's what I'm being guided to say. See, despair. What is the reason for this despair? This shouldn't even be here. Why all the spying? Just talk about it. What's that song? Let's give them something to talk about. Talk about love. Who was saying that song? I don't even know. But anyways, it just came to my mind. Mature woman. Okay. So perhaps there's somebody that is affecting and causing a lot of despair in this connection here. Could involve a mature woman. So it could be somebody's mother, grandmother, mother-in-law. Maybe they're causing despair and causing issues and causing somebody to be scared to reach out, to be scared to move forward here, be scared to make this decision. Okay, so they're second thinking themselves. They're not really sure what to do here. They're not sure whether to reach out here. Or for some of you, and this is just a selected few of you, maybe they feel like if they do reach out, that you won't accept compromise, if you like. You know what I mean? Like get on the same page. But somebody definitely wants you to know here that, you're all I ever needed to complete me. I don't expect anything else. I just want your honesty. I want your honesty. That's what I want. I want your honesty, and I want you to be open. And I don't want you to hide your feelings here because, we're not going to get anywhere. There's this massive attraction here. And it is a divine connection. Again, it doesn't come along every day, and somebody's tried to walk away and it's not working. It's causing a great deal of despair and a lot of sleepless nights here, worry, anxiety, stress here. It's painful and despair. I mean, that's no way to live. So somebody needs to open their mouth. Hey, that's just the download I'm getting here. This connection doesn't come along every day. So, okay, let's get some guidance and advice messages from spirits here. Let's see what we've got. What are the guidance and advice messages, please? Divine Feminine for the month of April 2021. What are the messages, please? What is the guidance and advice messages? Wow. I think this came out for the Divine Masculine as too. You see, you need to nurture each other. It's not going to work if you don't nurture each other. As you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So it's like you need to nurture yourself before you can nurture somebody else here. And I feel like you need to nurture each other because it's just, again, I feel like somebody's panicking. Somebody's been waiting. Should I, shouldn't I? Scared to reach out. Just, you know what? It's like my mom always said, if you don't reach out, you'll never know. If you don't try, you'll never know. All of the famous people in the world never got anywhere they got without trying, without taking the risk, without taking the chance, by sitting in their comfort zone, by sitting on their couch with a remote control. You will never get anywhere that way. You have to take a leap, There you go. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So pay attention to your thoughts. Whatever comes to you, your intuition, you really need to listen to that because that's your angels trying to tell you. They could be your answered prayers if you listen. So, and if you're dreaming or having certain dreams or whatever, pay attention to those. Journal them. They might mean something to you, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get one from Mystic Moon. And then we're going to do the Flaming Roses Confessions as well. What are the messages, please, Divine Feminine, for April? Wow, they're flying out. Metamorphosis. So somebody's emerging. Okay, so somebody may have sat in their cocoon for too long, their comfort zone too long. It's time to have a metamorphosis. It's time to break out of your cocoon and turn into the butterfly, to spread your wings, to speak up and not be scared to do what you need to do. Whether it's, this mature woman figure or whoever is causing grief for you, it's time for your person to speak up here is what I'm getting. And again, it depends who's watching, right, to whose perspective this plays out from. But metamorphosis is like a transformation. It's like they're learning how to spread their wings and they're learning how to speak up, perhaps. And this is, again, one of those lessons to where you nurture each other, you help each other learn, you help each other get out of the comfort zones here. And it's like somebody is almost like the teacher. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like you're teaching each other. Maybe it's to get out of the pride and ego, learning to speak up. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. It makes you smart. It makes you highly intellectual because you're able to cope with things in a mature, respectful manner. And it's about moving forward, okay? It's about deserving and respecting each other, okay, about maintaining that balance so that you can stay on the same page. Because as soon as somebody has too much pride and ego and they shut down emotionally, then you're setting your relationship immediately up for disaster, right? So I feel like there's a spark between the two of you that has energized them and really allowed them to emerge out of the cocoon, emerge out of their comfort zone, and allow them to speak their mind more so. And that's an awesome thing. And that's great. So I feel though like this, you know, they need to go a little bit farther here. I feel that they will. I feel like they're emerging, right? They're emerging out of the cocoon. They're not quite there yet, but they're working on it. They're getting there. You're both teaching each other something, okay, is what I'm getting here. And that's fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead and get the Flaming Roses confessions now. And then we're going to go ahead into the extended, where I'm going to dig again into your person's energy, twin flame. We're going to find out if it's a twin flame union here, what's going on. Ask questions for spirit about your, you know, who you're dealing with, what they're going through, if there's any hidden things you may need to be aware of, any blockages, okay? Because we do have mature woman here and a lot of despair, so we'll see what's going on here. What is going on, please? What are the Flaming Roses confessions for the Divine Feminine for the month of April 2021? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What are the messages for the month of April 2021? And you can look at last week's Divine Feminine as well, and Divine Masculine messages if you choose to do so. I have anger issues I'm working on. See, so somebody's working on their anger issues. You remember what I said? They go from slow to being panicked. It's like this person has this imbalance here, and we've got the Two of Pentacles. So they're trying to balance. So this could be somebody that may have anger issues here with the Devil card as well here. The Ace of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, going from the Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords. It's kind of like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Perhaps they're working on balancing themselves right now here, needing to nurture themselves here. Perhaps they're working on pride or ego issues here, or vice versa. Again, this can still go vice versa depending on who is watching, right? Let's see else what's going on. What's going on? Ooh, wow, I love it when they fly out. It's fantastic. Just know that I'm sorry. So they're very sorry. You know, they don't like how this is turning out. There's this deep connection. There's a lot of passion here for sure. And again, I have to say it, there's a divine connection. It doesn't come and go, you know, it doesn't come every day. And this is to help you heal and grow and learn from one another here. And to get out of that ego, the pride, to break out of that comfort, you know, cocoon, shell, whatever. It's like, it's to allow somebody to speak for themselves here and not to be afraid. Okay, so my past of how I was raised affects how I act now in life. So perhaps somebody was raised to kind of, you know, shovel things under the carpet. You just deal with it. You just keep going every day and do what you got to do. Don't talk about your feelings. You don't need to. You're good. You're good. You're good. You know, kind of like that. It could be that somebody was taught to kind of like, you know, just keep on going kind of thing, and just ignore your feelings or whatever. Like, don't let your pride get in your way kind of thing, which is good. You can't let your pride get in your way, which a lot of people do. And that's what I'm saying here is, so I feel like, you know, sometimes, like, for instance, if you're a single mom, then there's not a father figure around for some of us, right? And vice versa. If you're a single dad, maybe the mother's not around so much for whatever reason. We all have our stories, our pasts, but those things affect a child early in life. Some emerge from that and some don't, okay? Some people are stronger and some people aren't. So the ones that are stronger usually can teach those that aren't as strong the lessons they didn't learn along the way, which helps them grow, as long as you have to be careful, obviously, because sometimes they can also be taken advantage of, right? Submissive, I want to say. So you have to be careful of that too. But somebody, what I want to say though, is somebody is recognizing their faults. Somebody's recognizing that there's certain things that they need to change. And so they're willing to transform. They're willing to emerge from that cocoon. And that is what's so fantastic. You're helping each other heal, grow, emerge, change. And because there's this connection that that's why I feel like it's definitely divine twin flame here, is because you're helping each other learn these lessons, grow. And because there is that deep connection, you're willing to do it. you know, if there was not that deep connection, would you be willing to change or willing to adjust or willing to learn? No, not a chance. But because there is this connection, it's like, I want this to work out so bad because you're my other half. You are my person, and I want to put that effort in. So this is fantastic. So that's what I have for you. So we're going to dig so much deeper in the extended. So I hope this resonates for you. I will be back probably next week for another divine feminine and divine masculine. And definitely check your zodiac sign or your other placements if you know what they are in the playlist, if you want to check it out. Okay, that'd be fantastic. So thank you. I hope you hit the like button. That would be great. It definitely helps others to hear these messages. So if it helped you, let's help each other out and share the messages. All right, share the love. Okay, so for all of you leaving me now, I'll see you next time. For those of you meeting me in the continuation, I will be right there. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and most of all, positive, and open the communication, everybody. Namaste.